One of the most important factors in concealed carry is often overlooked. You know, the main focus seems to be on the firearm you're going to carry, whether it's a revolver, an automatic, what caliber you're carrying, or maybe it's ammunition as well. Also, what kind of holster you're going to carry, what style, if it's inside the waistband, outside, if it's a pocket holster, many different styles to fit the individual shooter. But this one element that's often overlooked is the belt. That is your platform. That is where you get consistency. You need a good foundation. When you're pulling a weapon out, you've got to have consistency. I learned this really closely when I was doing a lot of competition shooting, and I had an Ernie Hill speed leather rig. And this Ernie Hill leather belt, as you can see, it's really thick, it's stitched, it's very heavy. And, you know, but it is cumbersome, even though it's fairly comfortable to wear. But this belt shrunk. I'm telling you, it's been about 10 years since I've worn this, and I could swear this belt shrunk. But, and maybe not that it shrunk, but the thing is, I started looking for another kind of belt. And, you know, I mean, I had my old, my standard belts that I wear with my clothes, and this is the thickest belt I have, actually. That's just one that I wear with khakis or a pair of jeans, and it's a nice heavy buckle, and, you know, it's good leather. But when you're talking about carrying a gun, you really need something that'll support the weight. That platform, that foundation is critical. So for the past couple of months, I've been looking for a good pistol belt. Not necessarily a tactical belt. I wanted something I could wear concealed carry. Something I could wear with a pair of jeans or a pair of khakis. And I just really needed something that with concealed carry, I would be very confident to have that solid platform. Then I got a call, and this was out of the blue, to be honest with you, but Christopher Storm over at Battle Boy Surplus said, "Hey, I've got a contact, and I'm going to start carrying these really great pistol belts. Bull leather pistol belts." I said, "You're kidding me." I said, "I've been looking for a good not a bull leather, that's even a bonus, but a good leather pistol belt to wear for concealed carry, something I could wear." And he said, "I just happened to connect with this guy that makes handmade custom bull leather pistol belts made from a single hide of bull leather. These aren't laminated, they're not attached. Even this Ernie Hill speed rig is 2 leather belts stitched together. This is just a solid belt. It's a 1/4 inch thick, and it's incredible. And the price is not bad at all. This is an Ernie Hill speed rig, which they don't make this speed leather anymore. But Galco has one almost identical with the fancy stitching here, and they run about $125 from the manufacturer. These start at $39.95 for smaller sizes and then up. This one actually runs about $42 in my size. And this is great. It goes all the way up from 24 inches to 80 inches. And if you're over 80 inches, you need to go on a serious diet. But honestly, any size, they've got the size to fit, and it's custom made here in the USA. Great leather. Okay, this is just one of my leather casual belts that I wear with jeans or with khakis, and I have a nice Galco holster on here. What we're going to demonstrate is how this, even though this belt is 1/8 of an inch thick leather, and it's actually, like I said, one of my most solid belts, look how this holster gives. Even when I tighten it up, the weight actually increases the flexibility. So when I'm pulling this gun, I'm going to do it slow, you can see that there is a lot of movement with the holster, which adds to being caught and being wrangled out. You want a consistent pull from the holster. Very consistent. Okay, here we are with the 1.5 inch bull leather belt. And as you can see, the platform is solid. Look at that. You have to just yank the fire out of it and you still don't get a rollover. The belt is solid. Look at that. Look how the gun comes out consistently. It's just tight to the hip and the waist. The gun is able to be smoothly and consistently pulled from the holster. if you're wearing a casual or even a dress belt, this can be dangerous. If you have to pull that gun out quickly, you don't want it to get caught. Also, that increases a chance for an accidental discharge. But in a high-stress situation, you need to have consistency, muscle memory. All these things need to fall into place. This is the 1 3/4 inch belt, and it is very sturdy. As you can see, it's 1/4 of an inch thick. Here's the stainless steel buckle. It has Chicago type fasteners that are solid. There are no rivets, no lamination. This is one single piece of bull leather, not cowhide. This is from a bull. No stretching. It's just an incredible belt. Now, the buckle also comes in a brass, which is a little dressier. This has the roll on it, the stainless does. And you can also take this off, remove it, and put your own buckle if you like a different kind of buckle. So it's very functional. It comes in black, and that's the only color it comes in as of right now. And hopefully we may be getting some browns in the not too distant future. But black is beautiful. This also has 5 oval places, oval belt holes, and the edges are rounded. And it has a nice little routed design in the belt. Now we're going to talk about size. I wear a 32 in pants. But as you can see, this belt is a 36, and typically it runs about 4 sizes more than your standard belt loop. So there is a special way when you get ready to order this. You need to order it with a tape measure. Go around with a cloth tape measure, measure your waist, not too tightly, and look at the waist size. And then I would suggest going up about an inch from that, and that'll give you plenty of room. And let me tell you why. Because when I first ordered mine, I messed up on ordering it, and I had to send back the belts, which was very embarrassing. But it was just too small. And I'm going to tell you, you open up this package, you're going to want to put that belt on. But when it only barely meets you around the waist, you're going to be very disappointed. So these belts are, like I said, I think they say an average 38-inch pant size. It'll equal to a size 42 in this belt. I, on the other hand, have a 32-inch waist size. It was a 36. The belt itself, from leather end to leather end, was 41 inches overall. So don't go by your size, pant size, whatever. Just measure your waist with a cloth tape measure. Take that, and then I would add about an inch. You don't have to, because really I think after I looked at this I didn't, but that'll give you just that much. You should have 2 extra places to loosen your belt, and this is where mine fits. Double check your measurements. Now this is the 1.5 inch belt size, and it goes to all standard belt loops, and as you can see, it's just a nice looking belt. You can get this, as I've said, in brass, or this is stainless steel, or you can take this off and put your own buckle on. But just a belt in itself is a nice, good, solid, quality belt. As always, mention Suit00 when you order from Battle Boy. They'll give you a 5% discount. I am in no way affiliated with Battle Boy. I don't get paid to do this from these guys. I do reviews for them when they have something interesting, because I just like the way these guys operate. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic.